dear Taurus. This is a love reading for you where the person most on your mind will have their true thoughts and feelings revealed. By me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We will also look into what they would tell you if they had the guts to tell you the truth with the brutally honest oracle cards. So please hit the like button and share this video with like-minded to spread the word. And I will start with their true thoughts, and I use the Light SEER'S Tarot. And we have the 10 of Swords. So this person is very sad. I'm feeling that they have very heavy thoughts, and they feel utterly lonely. They're also a tad bit angry with you or resenting you. Okay. And here we have the 9 of Cups. So this person wants to transform this, how they are currently seeing their life, into self-love. There has happened something between you two that makes them feel very bitter towards your relationship, and they want to 9 hermit and be on their own, take care of themselves, love themselves, be able to create the best life possible for themselves here. So we can see also how they transform these crows into these cups here, cups of love instead of crows of worry. Okay. And then we have an Ace of Pentacles together with the Chariot. So I definitely feel like this person would want to find new situations or new possibilities for themselves in their life. And they would want to find a person that's a better match for them, or a person that's where they don't have to feel angry and bitter and, I don't know, abandoned. Even though I feel like they might have abandoned you, but I don't know if they felt abandoned in the relationship, or that maybe they feel like you haven't done enough to make them stay, or it's something like that. And then in the end we have a 5 of Pentacles. So their attempt to escape here doesn't seem to go that well. But it's like this, wherever you go, there you are. So you actually need to work on yourself, which this person is trying to. But we can't exchange one situation for another and think that now we'll get a new situation that's much better. It can happen, but we also need to figure out why certain things happen, why we felt as we did, why things went down in the way they did. So it's always about learning something new. The divine is pushing us to learn something new. So we want to see what this person is supposed to learn here. The Spirit Whisperer, Divine Guidance, Higher Knowing. So I'll actually read this card for you. 3. The Spirit Whisperer comes to you, heralding the miraculous and the inspired. She whispers guidance from the divine to your highest senses, so that you can hear her wisdom and know her love for you. She is committed to helping you intuit the next right action and steers you away from trouble. The Spirit Whisperer keeps you inspired to move forward, always knowing just in time the correct next step. She guides you to fulfill your highest purpose. When she appears, it's a sign of inspired ideas that with continual action leads to success. That's a very good omen. If your question is about the relationship, the Spirit Whisperer speaks of soul connection, past lives, and great learning through mutual mirroring. That was what I was talking about, that this situation is teaching them something, but they want to avoid or escape this teaching that is being mirrored in your relationship. The Spirit Whisperer will whisper how long, how short, how deep, and how sweet the relationship can be. There were soul bargains made even before you both were born here, and an exploration is in order. You may move forward, but keep listening to the Spirit Whisperer for the lessons that the vulnerability of love brings. This person does most certainly not want to be vulnerable to love, and it's not because it's an evil person. It's a person that's trying to take care of themselves in the best way they know how to. They're trying to make themselves feel better. Here in the bottom of the deck we can see the 3 of Swords. So this is what they're trying to escape from, being heartbroken, probably in the relationship with you. But we can't dictate where our souls or our lives will take us. Like this soul has a craving to learn something, and when they are trying to use their human will here to superimpose over the divine will, it's not working out for them. But this person doesn't know that they are not following divine will. They feel like they needed to make a certain sacrifice to be able to have a better life, and without you is what I'm feeling. Unfortunately, they don't have success with that, and then the spirit whisper comes. And so it seems like there's some things that's missing here for them to be able to move forward and into happiness. Okay, so we'll see what's going on their heart level. We have the Queen of Swords there, so they really try to keep their heart in a tight leash, we can say. And here we have also the Queen of Wands, so it's out of self-respect. This person is trying to keep their heart in a tight leash. It's not to make you sad or to wreck the world or anything. It's because they think that this is the best thing to do. Keep a cold head and, create a better life for yourself. So they want to give themselves the best chances to experience a good life, and they have an idea of what that would be. But it's not, we see here it didn't work out for them. But here they are trying, and they're also trying to do what the divine has told them to do. But when we do a new thing, let's say that this person has been in some way trying to be as other people wants them to be, or how they imagine other people wanted them to be. So they have put restraints on themselves and their true self to be able to be in a relationship with you, for example. And now they have been shown another way, that they should be more true to themselves, they should love themselves. And they are trying to align with this. It's just that sometimes when we are a beginner, we go too far. It's too extreme into being an obedient slave and then being a revolutionary, rebel. Okay. And so it's oscillates like this very quickly into like another thing. So I think they are taking this a little bit too far, while they should have taken it like to this level, where there's balance. But we can't do that, because when we are beginners, we will do either the extreme in that way or this way. So, and it will pendule like this until we can find the balance in the middle. So we can see here they are following their divine instructions that says you need to love yourself more. You need to stop worrying about these things. You need to stop letting people hurt you. So that made them go to this other extreme. Here they felt like a victim. Here they are never going to be a victim ever again, and no one will ever tell them what to do. And they are put themselves in a very safe position here, having a lot of animals and symbols that's helping them to stay aware and stay awake about any danger that's coming to them on the mountaintop. So they will be ready with this sword to defend themselves. And this is the center of the reading, the King of Swords. So it really shows a person that's closing their heart and trying to be very protective of themselves. And, my way or the highway here. And here we have the Hermit. So it's probably starting to become a little bit lonely here on the mountaintop. It's not all that it was cracked up to be. So it feels lonely. Maybe for both you and them. We can see it's like two people almost sitting on the same place, having their back turned towards each other. Okay, and then we have a Two of Wands. So I'm seeing their hearts being closed, and that they have put themselves in a very safe position to avoid having a relationship with you. Here on the mountaintop, they feel a lot of self-respect, but it's also boring and lonely, and they feel a tad bit abandoned, probably by the divine that doesn't send them this new beautiful situation that they have asked for. So it might be a big question mark for them. Why, when they did exactly as the divine said, why aren't they being led into new greener pastures? So they just don't feel like that giddy about their life at this point. And then we have the Moon card here with their actions. So they are risking to falling into a little bit of depression or having the blues, feeling lonely, and nothing really sparkling is happening for them in their life, even though they take the right action to get sparkling, new, beautiful things in their life. So it's a little bit difficult for them, and I guess for you too. So I will see a little bit more what's going on in their head here. And we have, inside me, I scream your name, and I had to be brutally honest. So they really want this new future without you, but there's a part of them that really misses you and is desperate for you, but they think that also that part of them, like their heart, is their enemy. So they're trying to hold very short leashes here on their own heart, like it's all holding very short leash, like reins on their horse, like not galloping, not running wild and free, because they want something else, and they don't think that your relationship will give this to them. So they felt like they had to be brutally honest to cut cords with you, but inside them, they scream your name. Okay. So this is the most likely action. We have the devil here and judgment. The devil. I will take from Lover's Oracle. This is connected to the Lover's card. 15, 1 plus 5, 6. The Lovers in the Tarot. Okay. So we'll see what's going on there with the devil. Hands of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic. Options. Not showing their hand. Gambling. Healing heart. Healing from heartbreak. Freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So they're playing a game where they, inside them they scream your name, but outside they show this like attitude of not needing you. And it's actually they're going like into the darkness a little bit here, but it's all right because they're trying to heal from heartbreak, and we don't have a map or a compass that tells us what to do. We are being dropped here on earth and say, okay, so do the best with what you have. And this is a person trying to do the best with what they have, but they are acting a little bit malicious, as if they are lying to you about how they really feel, but they're doing it because they want to heal, and they don't want to constantly become heartbroken in the relationship together with you. But they're definitely playing games and not being authentic. We have judgment here, and the King of Swords is kind of the judge. So I definitely, again, 20 also correlates with the number 2 cards, 2 plus 0, 2. So it shows, again, this person is trying to be very adult, have self-control, not do stupid things that will break their heart. And 5 of Swords, it's... they have missed like the point. They missed the running point here. So the divine is trying to it's not helping them to get ahead, because they want them to see what it really is that they are supposed to do. What is it that they're really supposed to do? Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. They're probably supposed to, be with you when things are nice, and when things are not nice, you can go your separate ways. But when the heart calls for you to re-engage, you're supposed to re-engage and not like over control your own heart and sit on top of it and said, no, you're not allowed to express yourself because you always put me into trouble. And you always breaks, and that hurts me so much. So I'm not ever going to engage in this relationship again. So here they're missing the point, and that is to, at times being called by the divine to go back into a certain situation and work on it, and then being released again, maybe to have a break and heal one's heart, and then you might be called back again. And for this person, and I think for most normal people, we would want to be able to let go of something that's hurtful. So it's not strange that they're acting in this way, and it's more strange from the divine to not just let them, or you for that matter, off the hook, and be able to find like a circumstance that would give them more hope or give you more hope. But it's what it is. They're stuck here on the mountaintops with their crows, and it doesn't matter if you are there or not, it's still the same crows. So it shows that The problem is living inside of them. Wherever you go, there you are. So we need to solve our own issues and maybe help ourselves to let go of control issues. Also mean like stop the mind from overthinking, to be able to be in a relationship when the getting is good and then stepping away when the getting is not so good. It's about being calm and mature adult and see, okay, so now we are not working very well together, and we can either try to solve it. Okay, you don't want to solve it. Okay, I'm hearing you, so I'm backing off for now, and you can call me and we can see maybe this will work out better another time. But that's people want like solid solution, a solution now and forever. But since the divine is preventing this person from moving forward, they are also preventing a solution. So even if this person, they have decided no more, okay, no more, but they're still stuck in the same feeling as they had when they were with you. So you see, the divine is forcing this person to work or stay in kind of hell, okay? Hell. Tower, Four of Swords, okay. So they're just experiencing this with, things doesn't go their way. They feel unloved by the universe, and they feel like everything is against them, but they don't want to yield to what their heart is saying. They don't want to connect with you. Even if they feel super interconnected with you, they don't want to connect with you. So I'm seeing this person falling into depression and not being particularly happy by their life, or even by the divine, or like heaven can go and S itself, So that's the person is really tired. So I don't think you can expect much from this person at this point. Chariot, Hermit, Tower shows some kind of action, but in the same time inaction. So I think it's mostly going on inside of them, like their whole life, or their whole ideas of life, that they were taken care of. They felt taken care of by the divine, and that the divine was showing them a certain road out from a hellish situation. And then they were dropped like a hot potato, and they feel totally abandoned here. So they don't know what to do. They don't know what's asked of them, and it's a little bit sad, actually. So I will see what you are supposed to do in this. Between worlds. So I'm thinking this person is between worlds, and you just need to let them be for now. And, be kind to this person. Even if they have made a hell in your life, you can still try to be, the mature, calm person that I talked about, like the grown up. So we can be like, okay, so I'm seeing you, okay, so you feel like that. I wish I could help you, and I want to support you in the best way I can, if you still are in contact in some way, or if this is the family members of yours, or maybe your husband or wife. So not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness, no man's land. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumption. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. So that's at least for you. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that's not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seed that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surface will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see within the curious eyes of a child glimpsing of a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. And relationship, I can read further. This is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It's not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't know if this will last forever. So allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you from the other person. So you don't have to be like, oh, this relationship is crap, I don't want to be in it, and, you know, throw everything in the air and run away. Instead, you can be, okay, so interesting. So this person is mirroring back to me that I'm not worthy of love. So then we can understand that we might have blueprints inside of us that says that we are not worthy of love. And we can make simple affirmations to change those blueprints. So it's very easy. It doesn't have to be all that, dramatic. Just see and say, thank you for reflecting this back to me. Now I know. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or what do you dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. Okay, so this is more about inside personal growth than love fulfillment. Love fulfillment can come when you have learned what you were supposed to learn from this situation, and it's about not getting hurt, but actually see how you can support yourself instead. If you're being reflected back that you are unlovable, that hurts, but it just shows you where you're already heartbroken, where you're already not healed, and it gives you a chance to see, okay, look, here I'm not healed. I need to heal this part of me. I need to put some effort into here to support myself better and take better care of myself and maybe help myself expressing what I feel to the people I love so they understand what I like and what I don't like, how I want to be treated, how I don't want to be treated. It can take a lifetime to teach another person how you want to be loved. So don't give up now, okay? So as a full member to this channel, you get the full version of this reading, and as an extended member, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. If you're not a member to the channel, you can watch the reading What Do They Want to Happen Between You Two to get more information about this situation, or the love reading for September that will show both of your opinions. At my first channel page, you will also find a playlist for your astrological sign, where you can watch all the latest readings for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see a link to that playlist, so go and check it out. Thank you for watching all this far. And I'm sending you all my blessings. And until next time, take really good care. Bye-bye.